Now, what is the relation between current density J and drift velocity Vd? What do you think? So what is current density? Current density is current per unit volume, right? Sorry, current per unit area. And what is current? We just now we got an expression for current, that is N A E into Vd divided by area. Area cancel. Then what is J? J is equal to, current density J is equal to N E into Vd. So this is the relationship between current density J and drift velocity Vd, right? So you must remember the relation between drift velocity and current density. So children, next let's find out an expression for resistivity in terms of number density N and relaxation time 2. So what is resistivity? Resistivity expression is rho is equal to R into A by L. Also we know resistance R is equal to V by I. V is the potential difference. And potential difference can be written like this, E into D or E into L. Here D means, instead of D we can use L, because D is the distance and here electrons are traveling a distance equal to length of the conductor. So instead of D we can use L divided by I. And what is I? Just now we got an expression for current I in terms of drift velocity, N A E into Vd, right? Next, just substitute the expression for Vd. What is Vd? Vd is E by M into tau. We already got this expression in our previous slides. So substitute E into L by N A E. And what is Vd? Drift velocity is E into E by M into tau equal to E into L by divided by N into A into E square, then capital E into tau. This M goes to numerator, so this M comes here. So we have ELM by NAE square, E into tau. This E and this E will cancel. Then what is left? Then we have resistance R is equal to ML by NAE square tau, right? We need to find out resistivity. What is the expression for resistivity? Resistivity rho is equal to R into A by L equal to, what is R? R is ML by M into L by NAE square into tau. Then this is our resistance R into A all divided by L. Okay. So let's simplify this expression in the next slide. So we have resistance R is equal to ML by NE square A into tau, and resistivity rho is equal to R into A by L equal to ML by NE square A into tau. This is R into A divided by L. This L and L get cancelled. Then what is left? We have, and also is A and A get cancelled. Then what is left? M by NE square tau. Okay. So what is our resistance? Sorry, resistivity. Resistivity rho is equal to M by NE square tau. On the LHS we have resistivity rho. On the RHS part we have number density n as well as relaxation time tau. So we got an expression relating resistivity rho and number density n and relaxation time tau. Next, let's find out an expression relating the current density J, surface charge density sigma and electric field E. So we already got an expression for current density J. What is the expression? Current density J is equal to E N Vd. Now here substitute for Vd. E into N into Vd is the drift velocity, and what is the expression? Vd is equal to E by M into tau. So we have E equal to N into E square E into tau by M. Let's write this N E square tau by M together equal to N E square tau by M into E. Okay, children, look at this expression. Here we have rho is equal to M by N E square tau. And what is this expression? The term in the bracket is just reciprocal of this expression. Okay, this is Ne square tau by M, this is M by Ne square tau. So this term in the bracket is reciprocal of resistivity. So we can write it equal to 1 by rho into E. Isn't it? This expression is equal to 1 by rho into E. 1 by rho means what? 1 by resistivity. So what is the reciprocal of resistivity? Reciprocal of resistivity is conductivity. And conductivity is denoted by sigma is equal to sigma into E. So we have current density J is equal to sigma into E. Okay, where J is the current density, sigma is the conductivity, E is the electric field. Okay, so 1 by rho is 1 by rho is conductivity, because 1 by rho is reciprocal of resistivity. Reciprocal of resistivity is conductivity. Next, let's discuss about mobility. So mobility is denoted by the symbol mu. And what is mobility? Mobility is nothing. It is the drift velocity acquired by the electron for unit electric field. Okay, so its equation is Vd by E. So mobility is the drift velocity acquired per unit electric field. And what is the expression for mobility? See, we have the expression Vd by E. So just substitute for drift velocity Vd. So drift velocity Vd is E by M into tau all divided by E. Okay. So this E and this E will cancel. So we have mobility mu is equal to E into tau by M. And I told you this M means mass of electron. So this is the expression for mobility. Mobility of electron. If it is mobility of any charge, not for electron, for any other charge, we can use a general expression like this. Mu is equal to Q into tau by M, where Q is the charge of that respective particle, tau is the relaxation time. Okay, M is the mass of that particle. What do you mean by resistance and resistivity? You know. What is resistance? It is the obstruction to the current flow. And what is resistivity? It is the resistance of a conductor of unit length and unit area of cross section. Because we know resistance R is equal to rho into L by A. Right? If L is equal to 1 and A is equal to 1, what will be R? R will be equal to rho. That means resistance will be equal to resistivity, or resistivity will be equal to resistance when length of the conductor is 1, when area of the conductor is 1. That means unit length and unit area of cross section. So resistivity is equal to resistance itself for a unit length and unit area of cross section. Then what is the effect of temperature on resistivity of certain materials? For metals, how the increasing temperature affect the resistivity? You know, in metals, when the temperature increases, the electrons moves fastly inside the metal. And you know that resistance is due to the collision of electrons with the atoms. Whenever the electrons collide with the atoms, the temperature of the atoms will increase and resistance also increase. So in the case of metals, when temperature increases, electrons moves more and more fastly through the metals, collisions will increase, resistance will increase. Okay, so resistivity also increase. So in the case of metals, resistivity increases when the temperature increases because of the increase in collisions. So what will be the graph? The graph will be like this. The resistivity increases rapidly with respect to temperature. Okay. Next we can discuss about semiconductors. So what do you mean by semiconductors? It stands in between metals and insulators. Okay, at room temperature, semiconductors behaves like insulators, and when it is excited or when it gets energy, thermal energy, or when the temperature increases, the semiconductor starts to conduct. So this is the property of semiconductor. At room temperature, it is an insulator. When the temperature increases, it starts to conduct. And we will learn more about semiconductors towards the end of this year. Okay, so here also when temperature increases, conductivity increases, the resistivity decreases. So what will be the nature of graph of resistivity versus temperature? Graph will be like this. Okay, so resistivity decreases with respect to temperature for semiconductors. And what is the case of ionic conductor? In the case of ionic conductor, when the temperature increases, the ions move fastly through the conductor. So the conductivity increases. That means resistivity decreases. And what is the case of electrolyte? In the case of electrolyte, as temperature increases, viscosity decreases. Viscosity decreases, so conductivity increases and resistivity decreases. Okay, that means when temperature increases, the molecules move faster, so conductivity increases and resistivity decreases in the case of electrolyte. Next is temperature coefficient of resistivity. So what is temperature coefficient of resistivity? Temperature coefficient of resistivity is denoted by the letter alpha. And what is that? It is the increase in resistivity per unit resistivity per degree rise in temperature. Okay, so for unit rise in temperature and for unit resistivity, what is the increase in resistivity? That is temperature coefficient of resistivity. And there is an expression for temperature coefficient of resistivity. Alpha equal to rho minus rho naught by rho naught into T minus T naught. Okay, and when we rearrange this expression, we get the expression like this. Rho is equal to rho 0 into 1 plus alpha into T minus T naught. Okay, so you must remember this expression for resistivity as well as alpha. So here rho is the resistivity at any given temperature T. Rho 0 is the resistivity at 0 degrees Celsius, and alpha is the temperature coefficient of resistivity, and T is the given temperature. T0 is the temperature corresponding to 0 degrees Celsius. Okay, here we want to discuss one more thing. For metals, what will be the value of alpha? Is it positive or negative? For metals, alpha will be positive. Why? When the temperature increases, resistivity also increases. So there is a positive correlation between temperature and resistivity. Right? So for metals, alpha, the temperature coefficient of resistivity is positive. And next category is our semiconductor. For semiconductor, what happens? For semiconductors, when temperature increases, resistivity decreases. So there is a negative correlation. When one increases, another one decreases. So here alpha will be negative. Temperature coefficient of resistivity is negative for semiconductors. Then for alloys, our alpha is very small. The temperature coefficient of resistivity is very small. That means alloys do not depend upon the fluctuations or changes in temperature. Even if the temperature increases, the alloys does not melt at such high temperature. That's why we prefer alloys as electric heating elements. Okay, we use alloys in electric heaters, electric iron box, etc. because such materials do not melt at high temperature. So the change in temperature or the increase in temperature is not going to affect alloys too much. So that's why the alpha, temperature coefficient of resistivity, is very small for alloys. And the resistivity versus temperature graph for alloy can be depicted like this. Up to certain temperature there won't be any change, and after that it will increase. Okay, next is ohmic and non-ohmic conductors. Ohmic conductors are those which obeys Ohm's law, and you are familiar with Ohm's law. Non-ohmic conductors are those which don't obey Ohm's law. Okay, this is only general knowledge. This is only general information about ohmic and non-ohmic conductors. So children, that's all about the basics of current electricity. Okay children, that's all about electricity. With this I am concluding my session. A YouTube video and notes based on the topic have been uploaded. Please go through it. Also attend the test seriously and post me the answers. We will meet in the next session. Till then, take care, stay home, stay safe. Thank you.